yes, but I'll do it, but I want to do it my own way. But if you have a little tip for me, then please bring it on. So here's my little tip for you. Consider 5 things that you currently do on a regular basis to de-stress. I'll give you 5 examples of my own. One thing that I do, and I do this every morning, is I bring my very mobile mind, this mind that is wanting to continuously spread out into the future or the past, but wants nothing to do with being here and now. I work with bringing this mobile mind to here and now. I'm not always successful, but I do have the practice instilled in me for quite some time now. That is a huge asset in my toolbox. Another thing that I do most every day is I take a little bit of time to nourish my soul. In other words, the deeper aspect of me. And the way that I typically do this, because it's very agreeable to me, is I spend time in nature. And oftentimes I am chanting in nature, singing in nature. Been slacking off on the singing and the chanting a little bit, but just saying it to you now makes me realize that they two go in hand so beautifully that got to rekindle that a bit. Another thing that I do is at least a couple times a month, typically every other Sunday afternoon, I carve out that space for a mini adventure. And this mini adventure means the space is carved out for something that I don't necessarily know what it is that it's going to be filled with, but it's not going to be with chores, it's not going to be with the to-dos, it's going to be with discovering some new place, some new thing to do. And those are always fun. I've discovered enchanted forests along the way of these, and new waterfalls that I could duck my head in. Just, yes, it goes on and on, right? But having that space. Another thing that I do regularly along those lines is every season I carve out 3.5 days, specifically 3.5 days, not too much that it's hard to carve out the space for, but just enough to unplug. And I really do just that. I unplug completely from my daily routines in most every way. And another way, say the 5th way, which is quite challenging. I just experienced it very much hands-on recently. It is that when the new stressor comes barging in, as much as I want to push the door shut on it, instead, I welcome it in for tea. So consider ways in which you already do that in your life. They're there. Some of us have to dig a little further to find it, but they're there. The ways in which we do that are there. So then it's a matter of seeing them come alive in your toolbox so that when you go on this 7-day cleanse or just a 3-day cleanse, you have these tools to assist you. They are readily available. They're there for you as needed. Yeah, okay, that's it.